It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Commanders and the Jets. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
I like this guy. And
now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Austin Eckler, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 20. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Robinson on a give right side. He stiff arms him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
Pass interference. Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by McManus is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense set to take over again. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. And even 60 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Murray will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Rodgers. And that one too wide and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, a nice spin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Chigakakwo, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Daron Payne coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down. Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
New York set to take the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Outright, he's got Ruckert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Unable to find Allen Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. That'll be caught by James. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Mixon, a couple of touchdown runs. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that one all tied. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Daniels. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
incompletion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Washington ready to try again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw on second down, Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Well, the Jets pressure 2 notches, down he goes. Quentin Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw again.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New York set to take the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And they'll get him down here at the 23. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Hard throw. Incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now Rodgers.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Takes it to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Loose inside the 30.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Paul ought to give up the middle.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 57 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw. Daniels. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Off-play action. Daniels. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before.
Down by 15. And time, a huge factor. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it first and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. So first and 10 now from the 30.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Daniels.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Commanders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Commanders, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their playoff